beautiful people? This pretty girl loves trap content, y'all. Pretty girl loves trap content, and the DMC has collaborated. We have come together for this joyous occasion, okay? I mean, how fitting. How fitting. You guys see it. You see it. Paid in full. I mean, I'm just so honored you guys allowed me to take over for this cinematic cultural classic, okay? It embodies and illustrates the lifestyle, swag, finesse of successful Harlem drug dealers in the 1980s, okay? Brought to you by Rockefeller Records. I mean, how New York is that, okay? But paid in full. If you aren't aware, this is based on a true story about 3 drug entrepreneurs who are friends. Okay, I'm gonna do air quotes, friends, all right. And they were unable to escape a lot of the pitfalls, okay? The consequences of the underworld, jealousy, policing, envy, disloyalty, and greed, y'all. So I have Brillo with me, the big review. I have Justin, the JH review with me as well. So I'm excited to get into this. So let's start with you, Justin. When you hear paid in full, those 3 words, what's the first things that come to your mind?
Y'all see this picture behind me?
I'm about to be on some
You want to start?
Look at me wrong. Owes me money.
It's fucking deadbeat.
Y'all want to start like?
I'm about to be on some real murder shit, eh? I'm telling you, man. Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong owes me money or ever said any jealous bullshit about me is fucking dead.
Classic.
Classic moment number 1.
For real. Brillo, what do you think of when you hear paid in full? Like, what goes through that brain?
First, I just want to give a shout out to the live from the trap, the DMC in the building, whipping up the classic pack. Paid in full. It wouldn't be right unless we did it with the Harlem heroine. Pretty girl loves trap content, of course. But what presented to you, of course, by the Television Commission, none other. But yeah, when I think of paid in full, it just take me back to I probably watched this thing when I was in college. I probably watched this thing like it was on repeat, like a loop, straight loop. Like, yeah, classic. This is the definition of a classic. A lot of people's asking me, when y'all gonna do paid in full? When y'all gonna do paid in full? Well, it's here now. I'm ready to get into it. I just think classic when I think of paid in full. Just each character killed the role. I feel like it definitely should have been a way bigger movie than it was. It was a hood classic. Dame Dash actually spoke on that a little bit, why he think it wasn't some foolishness behind the scenes. But I just think of classic when I think of paid in full.
I feel the same way. When I think of home, like that's the only word I can think of. I mean, this hits close to home. My mom actually knew the Sonny, the character the person who's based on Sonny. She knew this little boy. So this definitely hits home. I mean, Harlem, man. I'm sorry. I'm about to really cry and shed a thug tear because I'm just so happy, y'all. Okay, let's get into it because there's a lot going on up in here. There's a lot of mistakes, a lot of mishaps, a lot of betrayal. Like, I really want you guys to take on a lot of these events. Okay, so let's start off. Okay, it's Harlem, 1986. Okay, your girl was 2. All right, so they over there look like some random, apartment. They over there, just shooting the shit. They just over there, Chinese food, classic New York food, popping bottles, talking ish, like just. Having a good night. So I think this is one of the most iconic, pictures actually. Like I've seen it on t-shirts, everything. Like Paid in Full is a cult classic. All right. So if you're not on it, then I'm sorry. But we have your boy Rico on the left, Mitch in the middle, and Ace. All right. And this story is based on a true account of 3 friends. Okay. Y'all, let's start off with the characters, okay? Let's meet the crew. Ace. And just give you a little bit about your boy. He's a dreamer. He's humble, observant, calculating, quiet, and compassionate, okay? He's played by Wood Harris, and he's based on AZ Faison, okay? Ace. He's just, I really like them. He's probably was my favorite character. Who was y'all favorite character?
All time top. For me, it's got to be. It's hard, but of course I pick between him and Money Making Mitch. But I gotta go with Mitch, man. Okay. That's my favorite. Even though I'm not, can't go wrong with either pick, but my personal favorite is Mitch just because of the energy that he brought, the love that he had for the game, and just the energy that he brought. And this scene right here that he even took that picture while he's smiling. He's smiling because Mitch pulled up on him in that sob thing.
Mm-hmm. The gold BBS. Right. Yes, Justin, who was your favorite character out of the three? Let's go back.
Right. Who's your favorite? Ace might be my what should I call it? My drug sign. So.
Your spirit animal? Spirit animal.
My drug animal. Yeah, I'd be him. But it's a toss up between Ace and Makai's Pfeiffer character, Mitch. He was taking care of his family. I can dig that. But yeah, it was tough for him to get out the game. He wasn't going out. So
I feel you. And just a little characteristics, of Mitch. He was a popular dude on the block. Well, multiple blocks, of course. Passionate, a trendsetter, loyal, a hustler, and responsible. He was, one of the most responsible drug dealers I've ever seen on TV. But, that was my guy. That was my guy, too. He's played by Makai Pfeiffer, and he's based on Rich Porter, okay? And then, last but not least, y'all, Rico, okay? Played by none other than Cameron. This was the most fitting casting I've ever seen in my life.
Jannar's ancestor.
It's possible to hate a character and kind of secretly like him.
I know. He's based on Alpo, R.I.P. But Rico, he's charismatic, flamboyant, greedy, savage, obnoxious, untrustworthy, and gives 0 FUCKs. Okay, y'all, that's pretty much the crew, and we're gonna jump into the actual movie. All right, so this is Ace. Okay, Ace is down bad. Your boy's down bad. He got caught up in this situation, okay? But we have to go back to see why he got to this place, okay? So we go back to a year earlier, okay? And he's over there working at this cleaners. And y'all let me know how would y'all rate this drip right here? How would y'all rate this drip that he got on?
0.5. Can I point out the BET trope where we have the flash forward and then we got to go back to see what happened then to come back?
Y'all want to know how I ended up here?
Exactly.
One of the original.
Classic.
Man, he looked like Dave Chappelle, like a cleaner version of the crack character he plays.
Yes.
Biggles. No style on this. Like he does look like
I didn't think about it. You're right.
Damn, what's his name?
Biggles.
He's one of the most popular damn characters.
Yes, not Bigsby.
Beyond Bigsby, something.
Yeah, we all on the same page. We know.
Right. But yeah, 0 drip. I mean, he should have just went with the black tee. Take the hat off, sir. Unless you got red shoes. Yeah, just take the hat off and take the little jacket off. Just go off a black tee. Can't lose with that.
All three ain't working. Like, take off the sweater and keep the hat, or take off the hat. Like, I think the sweaters was throwing me off.
Yeah, take that sweater off.
Yeah. Find something back there in them racks to get your life together.
You found something in that laundry. We're gonna get to that.
Oh yes, we definitely gonna get to that. So, Brillo,
legendary.
Please explain
number 2.
Who was this person?
Fucking simple. Let me write this down.
Yes.
Legend.
Hall of Fame. For real.
First ballot. Ooh, this boy. First of all, he is okay. This is Calvin. He is a petty drug dealer who thinks he's Pablo Escobar. He's a straight sucker, and he happens to be dating Ace Boogie's sister at the time. He's coming in there being all types of disrespectful, flashing his little chump change around. Let's say he's a nickel dime seller, corner boy, but he carries himself like he's moving big weight, just a sucker. Definition, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, definitely.
Instant inductee.
I kind of broke down Calvin, just the four thoughts that came to my head. Goofy, okay, as the Chicagoans say, goofy, and he's clearly a hater, condescending, and he lacks foresight, even though he has the gazelles on. You know what I'm saying? That the gazelles was hilarious when he was at dinner.
Them boys either.
Yeah,
no lenses.
I need to add demon to that though.
Honorable mention demon for sure.
Yeah, you're right. All right, and we see Ace. He peeps his boy Mitch. I mean, we're gonna get into the fashions and stuff later, but when I think of Paid in Full,
right here, this is what I used to be on the porch just watching it. I stayed in a high traffic area back in the day. We used to sit on the porch and play bingo. That's when you say bingo. That's my car. That's my car.
Yeah.
Just bring back memories.
Crazy. Look at Mitch over there. Justin, was you into the 80s vehicles?
Into the 80s? I think my
was
dad had a 5.0.
Okay.
He had a red 5.0. It wasn't a drop top. It was more of a race Mustang. It was 5.0 though.
I could see you racing back in the day. I could see that. All right. So I had to put this in there because this is a quotable that me and my husband use often. Dame Dash, a cameo moment. All right. Of course, this film is brought to you by Rockefeller Records. So, he had to put himself in the movie. Okay. But this part is hilarious to me because, they two drug dealers going back and forth, trading insults and, just doing the Harlem, New York thing. Just talking. And Ace is in the back because Ace and Mitch, they're really good friends. And Dame Dash told Mitch, like, yo, you need to put your mans on. He looking bad back there. Because we already saw the drip. We saw the drip earlier. So, I don't know. It's a small part, but that part is hilarious to me. So, yes, I just had to put that in there. All right. So, Justin, can you break down who this is?
Lulu, not that Lulu, y'all.
Yeah, not Moochie's Lulu.
Luis, I forgot his last name, but this is basically the Connect, So Ace, of course, he was delivering clothes to a person in the apartment, and then he told him to come over here. I need some clothes. I got some so you can go take back to the cleaners or whatever. And he saw he's living nice. He's living flashily. How you getting all this? And of course, he takes the clothes back to the cleaners, and what does he find? A little piece of cocaine in there, and then he takes it back, and then goes from there.
Yes, thank you.
That was the beginning right there. The fact that, Lulu was impressed that he bought it back. That wasn't no sample. That was about $400 worth.
A sample of the life.
Right. So Lulu was impressed that he actually brought it back. Then run off with it because, like I said, it was worth at least a couple $100 in the 80s. It might have been just that little piece. So he kind of schooled him a little bit to the game, and it was up ever since.
The pearl.
Yep. Good old Lulu. All right. So Brillo, he may need to be in the Simp Hall of Fame too. I'm just saying. Uncle Ice. How do you feel about Uncle Ice?
let's just say he not even worth the Simp Hall of Fame. He needs his own special place in hell. He don't even deserve to be inducted into the Sucker Simp Hall of Fame. That's how much of a biatch he is. Like this guy, I can't think of a character I dislike more in television or movie. His story.
I get it.
I mean, I'm trying to think of somebody who I hated more. Like, yeah, I'll take Dre over him, and I know Dre gonna put me in jail.
That speaks volumes, definitely. If you guys aren't aware, Ice is the uncle of Mitch, and he's big hater, just big hater. Justin, do you have anything to add before we move on Ice?
I would definitely give him the on-site award.
Ooh, that's a good one. Right there.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
Award.
Yes, write that down ASAP pronto. Right. So now we know we can't have a drug dealer story without including Scarface.
Oh my God, I forgot about this. This was so classic.
So Ace, he went to the movies, and the whole hood watching Scarface. Okay, this is like 1983. Okay, so of course, say hello to my little friend. All right, so how fitting that they timeline this particular movie around the time the Scarface was released. Okay, that's another classic. You might need to do that, or if you already have that playing, that's all right. But do you guys have anything
already released?
You have anything to say about Scarface and the drug dealer life?
The
urban drug dealer life.
Go check out the classic pack. I believe episode 2, Scarface. But yes, classic cinema. I think every drug dealer has a place in their heart for the legend that is Tony Montana. Yeah, bar none.
Cool. All right, so we discussed that Ace was allowed to have the little gift from Lulu, and he brought it to Mitch, and Mitch was like, man, what you doing with that? This ain't what you do. And I don't know, like, do y'all think, was Ace cut out for the game? At this point, we know what happens at the end, but your overall thoughts, was Ace a good drug dealer? Justin, what do you think?
He didn't fit the prototype of a drug dealer, but I mean, I can respect, how he kept it low profile. And as far as longevity, I think he did his thing. Or, if all that stuff didn't happen that we're going to talk about. But
yeah, all right. What about you, Brillo? Was he cut out for the game?
I would say he was definitely cut out for the game. He was probably one of the best drug dealers. Like JH said, like Sugar said, he don't fit the profile of a drug dealer. He's not flashy. He's not looking to draw a lot of attention to himself, which is the reason why he was prototype for success in the drug game. Everything that came towards him was not of his doing. It was through back doors and dissension, and he basically did everything textbook. The drama that came to him towards the end of this is wasn't from his doing.
All right. Facts. All right. So Ace, he over there doing collections, okay? Just what good, responsible drug dealing, all right? And this particular dude said, hey, I'm a little short. Those are the words you don't need to tell your boss, okay? I'm a little short. What? And so he, of course, is pissed. He said, well, what? Y'all over here looking like the Three Stooges of Harlem. Like, where is my bread? Like, you playing with me?
That's RICO.
Huh? That's not RICO. That's Mitch.
That's Mitch.
Mitch.
Yeah, that's Mitch. So the gentleman said, I got robbed. He was like, for real, son? Who robbed you? Okay. He was like, Dunn robbed me. So of course you got to be the enforcer. So we got to pull up on Dunn. Now, there's a little cameo moment. Do y'all realize who is in the back seat? Do y'all realize who that is?
You got to tell me.
So we
Huh?
Who is that?
Weebay from The Wire.
Weebay, yeah.
Oh, y'all would know that. I
aka
wouldn't know.
Hassan Johnson, because he has distinct eyes. So I was like, oh, is that Weed? So of course, the ending credits had his name. So I was like, all right. And then Dunn, the guy who they rolling up on, another person from The Wire, Marlo. Did you notice that, Brillo?
I didn't. I haven't actually. I don't know how I missed that one. I mean, I watched it so many times. Now I know. Now I'm seeing these people like, damn, he was in it.
Yeah,
like I didn't have to do a rewatch, of course.
Yeah, when I rewatched, I was like, yo, all right, that's cool. I love the little cameos. But yeah, Mitch had to go ahead and handle that work because a quote from Marlo, my name is my name. Mitch had to go ahead and protect this rep. You can't be stealing. So they lit old boy up, which landed Mitch in the pen. Okay, probably Rikers, who knows? But yeah, he had to get locked up. While he's locked up, Ace is getting that money, y'all. Look they had the money counters, they had the trash bags, like the paper is in abundance, all right? And so I said Mitch is locked up. And of course, who's locked up with him? RICO. He sees an opportunity. So Brillo, can you explain, this situation of how RICO and Mitch became, familiar with each other?
So basically, they locked up. RICO, of course, knows that Mitch is out here going crazy, getting all this money. The streets always talk. He knows what's going on the outside. He also knows Mitch is next in line, so he's looking for an opportunity, to get in where he fit in. So he found one. Mitch got in a little beef. RICO came, knuckled up with him in prison, saved his life. Well, not necessarily saved his life, but gave him a better chance, gave him better odds. And they went on ahead and locked in after that and had the whole plan mapped out.
Yes. As the narration stated, you pretty much, what Brillo said. Everybody knew Ace was out there on the outside getting that money. They knew, him and Mitch was besties. Okay, I know hood dudes don't use that word, but I'm gonna just say they was besties. All right, and so of course, if he besties to the man outside, he needed to get close to Mitch. So of course, your boy was strategizing. All right, so we have another cameo moment. We have Noriega over there telling Ace, yo, this Panamanian Puerto Rican dude was out there. They was in a jailhouse just going crazy. He was like, for real, word. I'm just saying Noriega is hilarious to me. But yeah.
50 razors up his ass.
Oh man, Noriega is hilarious, but I just love, just Ace is just mode. He just laid back, chill, like two distinct personalities, clearly, but this scene was hella funny. Okay, so Justin, what happened? What happened? What's going on here?
Well, Ace goes back to visit Luzu for the payback, and he finds he's not alive. He's dead on the floor. Even though I got questions about this, who killed Lulu? I want to know. We never got answers.
Thank you. We need answers. I mean, of course, the average person probably wouldn't care. I care. You care. Who killed Lulu? Put that on the Hall of Fame next to Where's Peaches? Okay, we got questions. Oh, poor Lulu. And why he was a little tooted up. I don't know what was going on with Lulu.
Why he got the robe on?
That whole position, like, I don't know.
He may have been on some Lobos energy. I don't know. He
was giving me Lobos vibe.
May have had a scorn lover. Something's going on.
Damn, they sure did take Lobos character from Lulu.
Yeah, you're right. That's hilarious. R.I.P. to Lulu. But Ace, he was thinking, he was like, let me see what's in this apartment. All right. He finds some drugs, some jewels, y'all. And you know what? he did the honorable thing and went to the Connect, but he kept some jewels for himself. Okay, another thinking moment. So
Where did he know
Brillo,
where to go? Did Lulu tell him where to go? Like
Ace
something.
mentioned to the Connect, this is the Connect, that Lulu brought him here to this place once before. So he's been there before, but of course,
Okay, yeah.
Off
that
camera,
was
I might add.
that was low key. That was low key brave or reckless. I don't know.
It was
But
shit. He didn't have it. Yeah, I mean, he know what he doing.
yeah, he know what he's doing. I mean, of course, he need another Connect. So for survival purposes, he had to figure out, okay, I need to be next in line. Cut out the middleman. Well, somebody already cut out the middleman or, did something else to him. But yes, Ace goes to Lulu's Connect and they start doing a little business. And then he goes to June. Okay, June is a neighborhood chick and they turn June's house to the trap house. All right. So they start, whipping that work and counting the money. And June was all right. That was fairly common, especially, in the projects in New York. Based on where y'all from, like, was that pretty common? It seemed like it was a nationwide thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Projects, and crack houses in Detroit.
I'm just saying, I'm over there trying to fry some chicken. You cooking dope on the next. I don't know how I feel about that, bro.
That stuff stink too, man. It don't smell like paint fumes.
Yeah. Well, let me be quiet. Yes. Okay. So I heard.
I hear it smells like paint fumes.
Yeah, I heard. Allegedly.
Right, allegedly.
Allegedly, it stinks. All right. So I ain't gonna lie, Regina Hall is one of my girl crushes. I love me some Regina Hall. Okay. So Ace, is messing with Mitch's little sister. Okay. And I love this scene because she was like, you know what? I'm boring. You boring too. And we boring together. Okay. Because they just came to the club. Ace was like, I wasn't feeling the vibe. That's not my scene. That's more Mitch. And I just love this little scene. It was just real cute. A little something, but I definitely enjoyed this. But y'all, I have a question. We see that Calvin was messing with Ace's sister, and we see Ace messing with Mitch's sister. Is that a violation, or y'all okay with stuff like that? Let the sister know.
Was there a prior discussion?
That's
if they talked it out and there's an understanding, it's cool.
Okay.
But you want your sister.
Well, I'm talking more on Mitch and Ace.
Yeah, you want your sister to talk to a guy like Ace. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So you probably wouldn't care because you know what I'm saying? You know your homeboy. If you know your homeboy is square, a good dude, gonna take care of business, you ain't out here doing crazy stuff, you're not gonna be hurting your sister at all. Like you cool with it. But if you know your boy out here wild, doing all type of crazy stuff, you like, hell no, bro. No way.
I feel you. All right. So your boy gets out. Okay. Rico gets out and he introduces himself to Ace. Okay. And he's telling like, yo, I held your man's back in the pen. Like I held him down. I could do the same for you. Okay. And I don't know. I get it, street cred and all that stuff, but I need y'all to let me know. Should Ace and Mitch have vetted Rico before including him in the organization?
In hindsight, I say yeah, but I mean they probably did vet him. He probably was coming up solid. People don't know you a snake till you snake out on their ass. You know what I mean? Like he helped them. He had been helping them. People not gonna know, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I think they may have vetted him. He came back green. It was a green.
All right. Justin, do you think they should have did more research on your boy Rico before including him in the situation?
Well, I guess I would say on Ace's end, but you did have the word of Mitch, so I guess his word is good as gold. But he still kind of kept them at bay, as far as like with the DC when he was trying to expand the DC.
Mm-hmm.
So he was still somewhat keeping him, in his place.
Okay.
You wouldn't just let them go wild, you know.
I agree. Because yeah, your boy was reckless. Okay, your boy was trying to show Ace like, son, I got your back. I got your back. And this movie has so many quotables. We just gonna get to this clip right here because your boy was trying to prove that he's a good soldier. All right.
I ain't eating. You ain't eating. What you mean you ain't eating? You ain't making this paper, man? Everybody eats, B.
Man, fuck
Don't look
this
me in my
nigga, man.
motherfucking face like that, man. Look
Man,
away
fuck
from
this
me,
nigga.
man.
Turn around,
Come
matter
on,
of fact.
A.
Fuck this nigga, B. Turn around, move up. Stay still, motherfucker.
Demon time.
I just thought about Friday. I got shot in the ass today, son. Oh man.
I ain't. He played it like dog. What is his? I need his name.
Everybody eats B. Everybody eats B. I mean, I'm just saying. I say that probably at least once a week. All right. So, Mitch comes home. Of course, his sister pregnant. So we just kind of showing the time progression. He's been there at least, let's say, about 9 months. Got his mom over there. I was always confused about his mom because they didn't really show her as like a crackhead or a drug addict, but her vibes was always a little off to me. Like, yeah, but she wasn't like, of course, I feel like when they try to convey a crackhead, they be having them, you know, with the typical itching and scratching and stuff, but they didn't do that with her. So I'm like, what was going on with his mama? That's another question I need answered, like for real, for real. All right, so we're gonna move on. So I just had to take a picture of this particular, you know, situation because Mitch over there, look, what kind of cars is? Do y'all know? Does it look like a BMW or a Benz?
BMW,
I don't know. Can y'all tell from the side?
Yeah, I think that's a BMW.
BMW. All right, I'm just Mitch. Every day of the week, he had a car. Okay, and this is sunny as we see. And then they at the club. This is another infamous, you know, situation where they at the club, and they kept this still shot a little longer than the others. And I think just me being just analytical, I think it goes to show like how Ace just didn't appreciate and didn't care about the spotlight. He kind of wanted to stay out of the spotlight. So I feel like this is kind of, you know, symbolic towards the whole, you know, situation and the contrast between the characters. Of course, you know, Justin, you mentioned this, how RICO was doing too much, trying to expand, and Mitch was like, all right, cool, B, yeah, DC, I'm gonna talk to Ace about it. And then, of course, RICO.
Classic moment.
RICO over here taking pictures. He in a robe. He's showing a movie, y'all. It's movie night. Making night.
Pics, making flicks.
Movie night.
Legendary. He too wild, man. I'm Brillo saying the boy was too out of control. If I'm saying it, you know he was on another level.
This was hilarious to me, y'all. I just wanted to see how people was taking this when they first saw this scene. Like, who thought of this? Who thought of this? I mean, it could be based on real life. We don't know.
Like somebody wrote this in the script. Like, I know they was dying.
I wanted to see the treatment. Hilarious. All right. So Mitch did not care for his Uncle Ice at all. He pretty much told Ice to get out. He was getting high when Sonny, his little brother, was in the house. That's a no-no. So he pretty much kicked your boy Ice out. He went to, you know, Ace was like, yo, I need to go ahead. I need to feel some love. And let's go out to the club. I need to get right. And it was just sad because it was kind of low-key showing, like looking back and reflecting. I'm like, dang, Mitch was going through some childhood trauma. He probably just needed some therapy. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like he was suffering from some childhood situations, okay? And you know, they at the club. Brillo, what's going on with your boy Calvin? What he thinking?
Don Calvin Escobar has been released from prison. Apparently, he got caught up on some nickel and dime stuff, and he comes back and he wants a high ranking job in the organization off of Strong Army. Mm-hmm. That's his play. So when he doesn't get that, he makes his own play to get it, so to speak, from Ace.
Yeah, he was definitely not feeling Ace. You know, he was trying to go ahead and get a higher ranking, but he's at this point he starts plotting, and Ace got somebody real reckless on his crew. We see Rico, and we just gotta just show another Rico classic because he out there just doing too much.
Get that nigga out the car, man. You want to get that nigga out the car? Get that bitch out the car. Get up. Get up. You a Calvin Dick? No. Come on, man. Let's do
this. Calvin. You got something coming, all right? So of course we go back and we now present day. Mitch gets a call that, you know, his baby mother is, you know, in labor. And this frustrated me because before he went into the door, you could just tell he felt something wasn't right. Like he was hesitant, but he still went in the house. Calvin had an ambush for him. They pretty much shot your boy, killed June and some other woman. They tried to rob him. He said there was no money in the safe. Like it was all bad, y'all, all bad. Do you have anything to add about this situation with Calvin and robbing your boy Ace?
Somebody should have taught him how to squabble.
Oh man, I need a clip of that.
Man, just senseless, just Hall of Fame level sucker stuff, man. Did all that for me.
Do y'all think Ace should have had like some muscle around him ASAP pronto? Or do you think it was unnecessary at this point? Because it seemed like he was getting that money. Maybe
He was.
nice.
It was. You would think it was unnecessary because of how solid he was. I know what his mindset was. I mean, he was doing everything right. You cannot, but you gotta account for the haters. You gotta have them there to account for the haters.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you don't have enemies, or you shouldn't have enemies, you always got enemies. People that just want your downfall, want your spot, even if you hadn't done nothing to them.
Agreed. All right, so we see, you know, we just saw Mitch. He over there. He done took the man, made him get naked outside, and
That's
then of course, he had to handle.
right here. What's poppin', Kermit?
Aye, nigga, you clean now.
Was popping Kermit. That was hilarious to me. And of course, we got another cameo. Angie Martinez over there in the passenger side. So I love seeing that. And I just had to show this other clip because your boy Rico, he was over there just trying to get the connect for Ace because Ace said he out the game. He got shot. He done. But Rico, he was a savage, but he was also funny as hell. So this scene was hilarious to me as well.
Need a little more recipe. Cover up, put you some soup, some tea.
Come on, man.
You talking crazy, B. Hey, yo, take care of your man. Give him a thermometer. Take his temperature.
Get a thermometer. Look at him being a caregiver. All right, so Mitch got a ransom note. We need 500 of them things or Sonny is out of here, okay? And of course, the mama upset. Mitch says, yo, Ace, I only got 120K. I need some help. So, of course, Mitch, you know, that's Ace's boy. So he already had his connect, you know, because at first he didn't want to give it up. But then, you know, he got some keys, told, you know, Mitch to go ahead, handle that, get the money up for Sonny because that was his man's too. And y'all, this was sad because, of course, this is based on a true story. So this was a lot, all right? Ace comes home shortly and realizes that they got Mitch. They killed Mitch, and it was bad. It was bad. So we gonna see how your boy Mitch went down.
You got 14 bricks right there?
Yeah.
Put you up, eh?
Yeah, man, but look, B. Once we get my little brother back, man, we right the fuck back on, baby. We right the fuck back on once I get Sonny. It's gonna be business.
Yeah.
14 bricks. That's all it took. 14 bricks. And of course, in the movie, they discuss how they found Sonny. I don't even got nothing to say.
Betrayal at its finest.
Oh man, Rico, like for real, bruh. But of course, we played the monologue. This is right before your boy Mitch was found. And I'm sorry, this picture was just hilarious. Hilarious to me. Of course, your boy Ace set your boy Rico up, okay? And you know, he went ahead and got him.
I ain't snitching on nobody from Harlem, man. I give you a couple cats down in DC doing their thing, out of town doing their thing, but I'm not snitching on nobody in Harlem, cause
we not snitching on nobody from Harlem. I mean, I'm a citizen, so if I need to, I probably would, but don't put me in that position, okay? So that was pretty much the end of Rico's situation. He got hemmed up, and of course, we see Mitch and Sonny over there. This is the funeral. And Ice was behind the whole god darn situation. Him and his trifling behind friend. All right. So we see boy dead. And of course, it looks like your boy Ace, he was able to get out of the situation. So I have a little quick segment for you guys. Okay. So Brillo, on your channel, you do big facts or oh hell nah, okay? But I got something a little similar. You know, we got that's facts, son, or nah, B, okay? So I'm gonna ask you guys about certain situations and let me know how you feel about these situations, okay? So Mitch was too hard on Uncle Ice. That's facts, son, or nah, B?
That's facts, son. That's facts.
Okay. Justin,
I mean, he should have tried to get him some help, man. Like, he ain't had to. Of course, Uncle Ice was a slime ball Hall of Fame member. Like, not even good enough to do that, but he should have tried to help him out, man. He had to be that cold towards him. I'm sure Ice wasn't always a crackhead. I mean, man, he had no memories with Uncle Ice. Like, he was always a crackhead.
They be like that now. It be like that.
You know, I had an uncle that was the man, you know, but then, when I got older, he turned into a dope fiend. So I'm like, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw what he was before. So I had a little, I wouldn't have dogged him like Mitch did, but I say it's a little too hard on Uncle Ice.
Justin, what do you think? I'm sorry. That's facts, son, or nah, B?
Nah, B. He did help him out. he gave him this work so he could sell it, but he chose to do the dope. So that was on him.
Next one. Unc was a bigger hater than Calvin. Now, these are two prime haters we dealt with in this movie. That's facts, son, or nah, B? Justin, Ice was a bigger hater than Calvin. Let's think about that now. Where's the hater award?
If you got to go to the links to kidnap a kid and cut the finger off and all that, I'm gonna go with facts, son. He was a bigger hater.
Okay,
definitely going with facts. Facts. Definitely a huge hater.
All right, and last one. That's facts, son, or not, B. Mitch did not have his priorities in order. And I ask this because Mitch over there living with his mama, sharing a room with his brother on a twin bed. You got 2011 cars, bikes, jewelry, clothes at a plethora. You could have been living like Lulu. Like, did Mitch not have his priorities in order? That's facts, son, or nah, B. Brillo, what do you think about this?
It's tough because I can see reasons for what you forget how old it's supposed to be in this.
I get it.
You know, he's supposed to be young, like a teenage, and He probably wanted to be close to his brother, but I'm gonna have to go with facts. That's facts. Facts, son. You could have moved you and your brother out. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, living like Lulu. So yeah.
Okay, all right. And Justin, what do you think?
Definitely facts. Like I said, the living situation, just the money he was bringing in, it didn't make any sense. Blowing out on cars, going to the club, spending on whatever else, and then you got the nerve to turn around and ask your boy for $5,000 when it was at the table.
A mess, man. A mess.
And
All
I
right.
think he asked money like 2 or 3 times in this movie.
Ridiculous. All right. So I just had to get those questions answered from you guys. So before we get out of here, let me holla at you. Okay. So if you guys aren't familiar, this is a segment that, Brillo does on this channel. And that allows us to either vent or give praise to characters. Okay. Because they probably did something that pissed us off or made us happy. So, Brillo, who do you need to talk to? Who you need to holla at?
What's poppin', Kermie? I need to holler at you, Calvin. Bro, for one, what the hell made you think that you was a damn kingpin? Why, bro? Because you had a couple hundred. Like, for one, you shouldn't have, you could have had a better life. Like, you shouldn't have even been acting all crazy in the damn cleaners or whatever, doing all the extra stuff, throwing money around. Then you come home like you a damn kingpin. Dude, you want to get back to it, and you just came home, you hot as hell. You really thought you was gonna get away with this. You got no money. You basically just committed suicide. So you should have just pulled a big teeth and blew your damn brains out, because you got nothing out of it. I got nothing for you, man. Just straight sucker. Straight up sucker.
All right, Pete.
That's all I got for him.
Jeez, Justin, do you need to holler at anyone that is pictured here today?
I think I need to holler at Mitch. I need to holler at Mitch and Ace.
Okay, go ahead.
Mitch, I need to see some delegation from you, man. If you would have did that, none of this would have happened. Why did you go yourself and take Don out, right? You could have had some shooters do that. You wouldn't have landed in jail. You wouldn't have met RICO. None of this would ever happen. Ace,
Damn,
I'm glad you successfully got out the game, sir. Unlike somebody else I know. But anyway, with this newfound freedom, I need you to get out of Harlem. Don't think you got to stay there, man. Get out of Harlem right now. Okay. That's
yes.
all I got.
All right. And I think I want to holler at Ace too. I understand these are young cats, but I feel like that's still no excuse. No excuse. Ace, you needed some more security. I'm just saying. You was caught lacking, you was caught slipping, and that's unacceptable, my man. Ice, you shouldn't have been getting high. Mitch, I just want to give you a hug, honestly. That scene was real touching. That was real touching. And RICO, you ain't ish. Like, for real. Like, I don't know. What you doing in jail, bro? What you doing? What's your situation looking like? Okay, because he was all bad. Calvin, you a simp. Brillo, you may need to dedicate a segment to pay them on your channel, because this is ridiculous. This is a lot to discuss here, but yes, let me holler at you. All right. So before we get out of here, I just kind of wanted to just look at some of just the cars, just the drip, like the Louis coat. Come on, RICO, the furs. I mean, just pure, just Harlem 80s at its finest. Got the Benzes, the bikes. And of course, these are, the characters and the real life people, on the screen. Okay. So I think they did a pretty decent job with casting, especially with Alpo and Rich Porter. Okay. So you guys, do you have anything else you guys needed to speak on in regards to Paid in Full before we close out? Brillo, go ahead. Do you have anything?
I think I'm good. Finally here. It's been a long time coming. Paid in Full has been requested. time after time. So there we go. I don't know what's the next classic pack. Whose pick is it?
Be your pick next.
Oh, next classic pack is gonna be. I gotta give it some thought. I'm gonna make an announcement.
All right.
By the time.
All right, Justin. Anything else you need to talk about Paid in Full? Did you get everything off your chest that you needed to discuss in regards to this cinematic classic?
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. That's it.
Oh man. Oh man, you had to end it like that. You had to end it like that. All right, but yeah, I agree. That actually does happen. That actually does happen. Okay, but you guys, thank you for chilling out with us, talking about Paid in Full. I appreciate everything. Do you guys want to discuss anything that's going on your channels? What's coming up next, Brillo?
What's coming up next? Okay, tomorrow I got Power Theories episode 1 dropping. Raising Canaan. That's gonna be a 3-part series. I'm gonna do one for Raising Canaan, one for Power Book 2 Ghost, and one for, of course, Force. First one is Raising Canaan because Raising Canaan is right around the corner. And Monday I'm going live at 8:05.
Okay. All right, Justin, what you got going on?
All right. I've been trying to introduce gaming to the channel. I got that. Also doing my rewatch of Lost, but I'm gonna be bringing the music back. So I'm gonna be doing some music segments over the weekend. Gonna be doing an album versus. My first one is gonna be Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly" versus Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. So that's gonna be shooting this weekend. Also got some bonus podcasts coming up. T-Pain and Orlando Brown have been talking crazy in these streets. So I'm gonna talk about that.
He a wild boy. Shout out to Lil Snoop. That's what he said.
And also some music reactions. Joey Badass is dropping next Friday, I believe, and there's 2 tracks on this new album that I'm gonna be listening to. So I'm gonna put that up as well. So that's all I got.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, if you're into the Supreme Team and Trap content, please watch episodes 1, 2, and 3 on my channel. Moochie and I actually, we went ahead and discussed the Supreme Team, so check that out. Of course, I'm reviewing P-Valley, season 1 of Power, and I will be going over and reviewing Players Club. Players Club is coming up shortly, so yes, be on the lookout for that. Please make sure you're liking, subscribing all of our channels, liking every video, sharing our content, and doing all the things to support. And we appreciate you guys. And yes,
next week's pack, shot us.
All right, be on the lookout, guys. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your week.